Yo! It's that time again. It's that time again.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Jim, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Now, see this right here? This is how Neil's been doing some really cool drawings, and the hands are like right here. They're just like that.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. He's just like my hand.
That is awesome.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Welcome to Nerd Swag, where I happen to know who Kenneth Rockefort is and the Grogan comic. Thank you, Google. We are going to have a great time tonight. We got a lot of things going on, and we've got even a special guest tonight that should be a lot of fun. And we are and you know, we're getting lots of requests all the time. People want to know what's going on with the Bobcat. So tonight's guest will help us with that too. And let's see. We want to start real quick before we introduce our guests. You want to do our hauls of the week real fast, and then we'll go straight into it. So
yeah.
Okay, and then we'll introduce our guest. So let me show you something cool that you can get right now. How many of y'all, I don't know who's online watching right now. We got a bunch online with us. But if you're online, one of the cool things you can get right now, if you go to, I don't know if y'all know who Scotty Young is. Y'all know who Scotty Young is? But since James didn't answer yes, I'm assuming no one knows. But Scotty Young's got he did a King in Black #1 variant cover. How sweet is that? Oh, and I went to his website, and he was actually signing them and sending them off with a certificate.
Wow.
And then this week I also jumped on eBay and won a Scotty Young lot. And so I ended up with like all these are Scotty Young variants, and like 5 of them are signed. A couple of them were kind of junky. I was a little upset, but you know, no big deal. Junky as in like just not well taken care of. But I don't care what anyone says. I love this design that he does, this fun art that he does, you know? And so
he's got his own style for sure.
Hey, I'll tell y'all something. If you're a collector and you're collecting on eBay, one of the cool things you can do is start watching things that you can buy now. Just put it in your watch list, and what happens is you'll get the person selling will get a notification that you're watching. And about every other person I'm watching something I want to see, you know, about every other person that I'm watching has sent me a request and actually offered me a lower price. And then I've been able to counter that with an even lower price. And so I've been able to get some really great comic books for even less. So this one's hilarious. I love this Death of Wolverine, the Weapon X program. It's so funny. It cracks me up. And then this one is all the different Wolverines.
I see you guys commenting on the Silver Surfer cover. That was one of my favorites of what he just showed. You know, it had that Kirby crackle. So as an analogy, any cover, any pinup you do that you add the Kirby crackle to it, it's like having a muscle car and then putting chrome Kragers and pinstripes and everything. You know what I mean? It just makes it legit.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's awesome. So,
and then, you know, last week I told you, and I love this too. If you're doing stuff, this is what if you buy something on Scotty Young's site, he sends you stickers. And I'm a sucker for these little stickers. And then here's that mystery box that I won. This is all that I won on the mystery box. And then this week I found 2 more of these in the dollar bin at Vintage Stock. You can't listen.
Cancel a mystery box.
Yeah, sometimes when you hit a mystery box, you never know what you're going to get. But that wasn't a win that time. So, all right, show us yours, and then we'll introduce in our new guest.
I didn't hear what you said last. I'm sorry.
Show me what you got. Show me your comic books.
Kind of cut out there. Yes. Okay, I sent you images of this. I'm going to hold this up, and if you got them.
Give me a second.
Right here. I'm trying to get the glare out of it. House of Terror. This came from Neil, and this is a full comic book inside an album. And there's the cover right there. And here's the back. There it is.
I didn't get the back, but I got the
cover. I got the inside of it. I opened it up, and there's pages. There's a full comic with excellent art, with I think Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein, all that's in the comic book. and it's 2 full-sized LPs. And he had a few of these like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, there's the book. There's a sleeve in there with the 2 full-size LPs, and they're brand new. They're mint. They've never been pulled out.
See, this is for me. This is the best of both worlds. I collect LPs also and records. I love cover art, and then to get a comic and an LP together, that's pretty dope, man. I like that a lot.
I'll send them a message.
I like it a lot.
I got
send
them a message.
What's that?
I'll send them a message and see what they have left. If you're interested in those, I'll check it out. You know,
that's so cool. Yeah. What's on the record? What's on the record? What is on the record?
It's got some stories about Frankenstein, Dracula, werewolf. There's stories on the record, and then there's another record that has like monster tunes. It's kind of it's kind of kid oriented.
Okay.
Monster Mash, stuff like that. So it's cool. It's just cool to have it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know that he had these. And the other night, like I said, about 3 weeks ago, they put them out on the table, and I was like, fast I could punch the buttons, and the House of Terror was gone. And I got one.
Wow.
Luckily.
Yeah.
Okay. More Hall.
Right.
Let me show you some more Hall stuff here. Okay. Now, we showed this book last week. And this is the one I showed last week, but this is going to be yours or the other one's going to be yours, because I got this one in and I've got my certificate. I don't know if I had that on there last week, but there's the one with the certificate. So this is a big, insider tip. No kidding, guys. If you're buying from Neil and you're getting his book signed, they're all $60 for whatever book it is, unless it's a big book, right? Okay. And anything you get from him, when you get it from Neil, you pay $20 for a COA. Okay. When you go to Neil's store, the Krusty Bunker that his son Joel is running, and you buy the same book, Conan, this COA is included. And last night, actually, I got on there and put it on the auction while they were talking. I said, I hope this is okay. You can get rid of it if you don't like it. But I said, guys, if you're thinking about getting some of Neil's books, get them here at Krusty Bunkers, because you'll get a COA included. It won't be $20 extra. So anyway,
awesome.
They like that, because Neil's trying to bring up sales and recognition for Krusty Bunker, because they've had they're in California, so the governor and everybody there is trying to kill all the business. And
of course.
Yes, George, I love Neil Adams.
George,
so anyway, I think Neil would probably like it if everybody got those books from Krusty Bunkers for a little bit and just bought the art from him. And that way we can get Krusty Bunkers pumped up there. Okay. This is another Krusty Bunkers book.
We got to start getting an affiliated link for the Krusty Bunker and all the Neil Adams stuff. Oh, I love that, man.
Yeah, number 150 anniversary double-sized issue. This one's in really good shape too. Doc Doom and Iron Man. So I got that one. Here's another book that's going to be coming your way, because they had another one that was just a little bit better quality, and I got them to come down to like $10. So I've got a new one for me, and you're going to get this one.
All right. How many people watching right now are starting to reevaluate their friendships? Because my friends hook me up with dope comic books. What do your friends do? That's so awesome.
And this was the last from them. I guess it's number 12. Yeah. Iron Man 12, which I didn't have, and it's one of the early ones. This one's in okay shape, but I didn't pay very much for it. So but it's still cool to have.
Yeah, it's still a great cover though. So cool.
The controller is the villain of this issue, and this was his first appearance, I believe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, George, Deadman is awesome. I've got one of the original Deadman comics, and I got Neil to sign it at one of the cons in Tulsa one time, and I've got that. So anyway, yeah, Deadman's awesome. He's got new Deadman books out. Go to neiladams.com, and you can see
put in the special code in the How Did You Hear About Neil Adams, and it's My Best Friend is James is the special code that will get you nothing off, but we'll at least make them start asking questions. So
it might,
if any of y'all buy
give
anything,
some pretty rough sketches. Yeah.
If any of y'all buy anything from Neil Adams or the Krusty Bunker, you need to say, because we watched Nerd Swag TV and James, we went ahead and bought all this stuff, and that way maybe we can get them on. So, well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and introduce in our guest for tonight. You want to run over his bio real quick and let everyone know who we're bringing on?
Let me pull it up. I'll read it. Hang on.
And I got some questions already for him, by the way.
All right, guys. Jim Mehsling is our artist in residence for the Bobcat. And to tell you a little bit about Jim, he lives in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Iowa. We ran into him in Tulsa at Wizard World. My wife is the one responsible for finding him. And I've probably told you this story before, but that's how we became acquainted. Jim is an award-winning artist, creator, and animator who works across diverse genres. He is a Topps trading card artist who has worked on Star Wars Rogue One series, 40th anniversary, Star Wars Galactic Files, and I think he's done 15 or 20 by now for Topps of Star Wars, because he's one of the go-tos for Topps. They love his stuff. He did a short animated feature that won Best Animated Feature from Lucasfilm.
Nice.
Yes, the real deal. And it was called Bounty Hunter Pit of Carkoon. And I've seen it, and it's totally cool. And it's a campy twist to the thing. It's not like it's a serious drama thing, but the art is amazing. It's funny. You guys will love it. You'll be able to see it on his website and probably some other places. So you'll want to check that out. And again, really finishing it out, he loves the Western genre. He loves Native American history and just the art and everything. So it was a perfect fit to get him on board and to join us for this project. So without further ado, if you'd like to bring him on, I think he's sitting in the green room.
Yay!
There he is.
We don't have any sound effects. Ah! What's going on, Jim?
Hey guys, thanks for having me on.
Well, thanks for being on with us. We're looking forward to having a conversation with you and just kind of diving into what I'm excited about is just kind of talking to you about just the whole artist process too. So it's gonna be a fun night. So, well, let's do this real quick. By the way, I have a quick question for you. Did I see that are you currently or have worked for Dynamite?
Yeah. I've worked for Dynamite is one of the companies. I did some Kiss stuff for them.
Nice.
I gotta rack my brain.
Did you do the Psycho Circus?
No, I just did the trading cards.
Okay, I got you.
Yep. I did Kiss for them. Dynamite. I was doing a lot of Kiss, Betty Page, and Vampirilla. Did a lot of stuff for them. Cards, I'd like to do some work with them, sequential stuff, but that hasn't happened yet. But,
yeah.
But I'm in there.
And you're working with Scout too?
Yeah. I've worked about 20 years doing illustration and anything from like not really the Scotty Young type stuff, but very, very cartoony like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of was what I worked on for like that for a while. And my wife and I work on a children's book that just got picked up by Scout, and it's their imprint. So it's their children's imprint.
Okay.
And they're building a whole brand, and Bandit's going to be Bandit. Imagination of Bandit, the Boston Terrier, is going to be part of that. So I'm excited. That's
awesome.
It's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
From a drawing standpoint, it's just simpler.
Yeah.
Very cartoony. It's fun.
That's so cool.
About that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's amazing. So, are you guys writing, or are you just illustrating that?
My wife writes it, and I illustrate.
Nice.
And so they picked up the first one, and then now working on the second one, and it's going to be a whole series. So
that's so cool. And is that a comic book or book format?
It is like a children's book format, like 8x8.
Okay.
I have it. do I have it here? Oh, I think it might be in the other room. Oh wait, no, I have it. Yeah. Okay. So here it is. It's very different from my style, but it's.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's fun.
My cartoon.
We've got that book. It's great. That's a great book.
Cool. So are they gonna be able to buy that on Scout, or can they buy it off your site?
Right now, you can buy it off of Amazon.
Okay.
But once we sign the contract, we have to take everything down, which is fine. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
And then it'll strictly go through Scout or the children's version of Scoot.
Nice. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool.
Jim cutting out on you guys a little bit, the signal?
Well, James, you were a little.
Yeah, you're getting like double click back. Like it's like out. So I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know either. Okay.
Problem with the Zoom call. Dang it.
We'll work with it.
And I've got terrible internet. You're in Des Moines. I'm out here in the sticks.
Yeah.
So, our fiber optic line is about that big around for the entire city.
Yeah.
Well, they just brought the internet out to your neck of the woods, didn't they? Isn't that just a new thing?
They brought the larger lines or whatever in coming from the west.
Yeah.
Moving this direction, but we're off Hiawassee, so they're not here yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Last week, my smoke detector battery went out, so George isn't gonna let that go down. So no,
hey,
guys,
mine was beeping last week too, so I'll take some credit for that. And tonight I climbed up on the ladder. You can't see it; it's right off on the side over there. Pulled that sucker down, and I'm switching the battery out, so you can't hear mine either. All
right, kids, remember to check your batteries so you can live longer. So, well, tell us about the Star Wars tops part. What does that all look like? How does that all work out for you?
Yeah, I'm actually working on my 30th set for them.
Wow!
Starting tomorrow, and it's going to be the Mandalorian season 2.
Wow!
So it's not a secret. Like you can go online and say, look at like different hobby sites and that. Like they'll tell you what's coming out, and so it's Mandalorian season 2. So I'm working on it now. Deadline's pretty tight. I got about 3 weeks to finish all the cards for them, and then it'll be out in May.
And I've got some. I'm gonna pull. I don't know. I'm gonna pull up some of this art, and if I'm not supposed to show it, I think I can show it.
You can show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everything he said is okay. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So I'll kind of scan through some of the stuff. But this is some cool work right here.
Yeah, so, that was the Holocron series that just came out.
Yeah, those are awesome, man.
Look at that. Nice.
I love that.
And then that next one, that was from Star Wars Galaxy. And the cool thing about Star Wars Galaxy was every comic book artist there is has worked on Star Wars Galaxy, from Howard Chaykin, Bill Sienkiewicz, all the big names, and that just came out 2 years ago. But before then, Star Wars Galaxy hasn't been out for about 20 years.
Wow!
So that was fun to work on, and that was what's called a base card. So that was multi-printed. That wasn't a sketch card. That was a base card.
Yeah. Wow. That's cool. I love that.
Very nice. Yeah.
And then I do a lot of Star Wars ships. That's my own work. I'm officially approved Star Wars artist, but then I just do my own work as well. So I do a lot of ship work. I have a whole. If you go to my website, cartooncaveman.com, you can see all the ships that I've done.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
I love doing ships. I love hardware and that sort of like. That's the other fun thing about Bobcat. James got a bunch of cool machinery and vehicles and that, and so I have working on that, and I'm able to implement. What I do is kind of my artist trick is I build the models in 3D and then use them either as a base to paint over, or a lot of times I can just use them as is. You know, it's a mix. But a lot of the ships that I build, both for my own art and for the Bobcat, are 3D rendered.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that. And that threw up some of the Bobcat work that you guys are doing together and your artwork on that.
Yeah, I have a blast doing that as well. I have fun working on, I like to work on, of course, things that I have a passion for, which is sort of obvious. I mean, like anybody would love to work on things I have a passion for, but I love Star Wars. So I'm fortunate that I get to work on a lot of Star Wars stuff. I love Old West, action and, the Native American stuff that's in the Bobcat. And then plus there's some, steampunk kind of old tech sci-fi stuff that's in there that is just a lot of fun to work with too. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
George, you're asking ETA for delivery. The book, we've gone through and done a couple of rounds of edits. It's in the hands of our editor, Andrea, and I'm waiting for him to get back to me, which should be any moment, and see where we're at, if we're ready to go. And then the next thing will be a phone call to the printer. So fingers crossed, we'll have it in our hands by the end of February. Yeah. So, yeah. And Andrea, by the way, we need to have Andrea on next week, Terry, because he sent me a message when I put this out, and he said, how do we get on? And I was trying to find where his message went on
Nice.
Instagram. So we'll have Andrea on, who is everybody. We spoke about him before. He's not only our editor, he is the senior editor for Scout Comics now. That's his new position, and he's totally killing it. And he has his own title called The Shepherd that he started like 5-6 years ago, something like that. I think it's been out.
Yeah.
He's 4 volumes of 4 trades, I think, now, with all the other issues, sequentials in there. So you guys will like that and enjoy what and Andrea is the nicest guy in the world, and he is so flippin' smart. He's brilliant.
Yeah. I had fun. We were roommates last year in Pensacola, Pensacon.
That's right.
It was fun. Which got canceled this year. Well, not canceled. It got postponed. It's normally in February. It got moved to May.
I was going to ask about that too. How's everyone holding up with the with all the delays and stuff going on with COVID? And
it's rough. It's definitely rough. It's a good portion of my business is selling artwork.
Yeah.
And, at the shows, a big portion of my, maybe 60%, 70%. So imagine losing 70% of your income for the year.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's starting out the same this year. So it's rough, and I don't want to get too political on here, but, we can go around to Walmart and pick up stuff and look at stuff and put stuff back on the shelves. But you can't do that at a convention. Is really confusing. But
yeah. Well, and the virtual stuff's just not working either. It's like,
I have the job of updating my sales, and I definitely have done more online sales than I ever have in the past, which is good, but it's still volume that is at a convention.
Yeah. That has been frustrating. I hope soon we're gonna knock that back on, because even like local comic book guys, the local comic book stores, this has been a hard hit for most people. And a lot like you said, you're an independent contractor for the most part. A lot of the local comic book shops, these guys, I mean, they're 1 or 2 months short of just closing down.
Yeah, rough.
And so and meanwhile, like you said, Amazon's still thriving, and you can go into Walmart and sneeze on produce. So
right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, that's why, like, even at our local comic book store, I hate having to wear a mask, but man, to help him out, I'll put a mask on and go in there all day long. So.
Yep, me too. And I've done some local shows where you have to wear a mask, and I'll put that on.
Yeah, I'll play the game to help them out. So, because it's been that's been crazy. So, but yeah, we're just kind of hoping. I mean, look, it seems like magically things are changing. So hopefully conventions will start opening up again, and we'll start seeing more.
Yeah, my shows that I was looking forward to got postponed. A big one, I call it the San Diego Comic-Con of the Midwest, which is Kansas City Planet Comic-Con. It's in, obviously, Kansas City. It's huge. I love it. I've been doing that show for about I've been doing that show for about 8 years. And I love going to that show. And so that one moved from March to August. But the Pensacola, which is in Florida, moved from February to May. So,
wow. Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, I'm hoping we start seeing some turnaround on that. So, and then I guess the big thing everyone can do is if you're watching this, as much as we love helping out Marvel and DC and seeing all this new stuff, this is why we love local comic book guys anyways, right? We support independent comics all the time. The guys right now are joking about Grogan, which is on Indiegogo. So, all the ways we can do that to be backing people is going to be the best thing we can be doing. So, but yeah, so that's crazy, man. Well, yeah, hopefully we're coming out. And then I was going to ask you too, like, kind of just share with us how you got your start in with the style you're doing. Cause I love your style, man. It's such a cool style. Like the artwork's way different than a lot of the stuff I see out there. So what was some of the influence that brought you into that?
Well, I mean, I've always loved comic books, and probably my favorite comic book. I remember having a paper route when I was, in grade school, high school, and Frank Miller's The Dark Knight coming out, and that was probably set me on a path of things can really look different. Mm-hmm. So you kind of go down rabbit holes, and from Frank Miller, I stumbled upon Bill Sienkiewicz, who's another big one. He's one of the big stars. But I've always been attracted to the deep, almost like I'll call it graphic blacks.
Yeah,
that Miller uses, and so I'm a huge Frank Miller fan. But then Sin City and basically everything that he does.
Yeah.
But some local or some more modern people that are definitely influences on me is one of them is Jock. I don't know if you're familiar with that artist. Jock did. He's done a lot of Batman work. Judge. He got to start doing Judge Dredd. Just mending those really stark, almost graphic blacks.
Yeah.
But also pulling out a little bit of realism there too. I try and do that with both my ink wash stuff and my digital work.
Yeah. Now that shows you can tell the influences on that. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. I'm a huge fan. I love both Jock and Frank Miller. So and
another one that I almost forgot was Daniel Zezelje. Have you heard of Daniel Zezelje? He's definitely in that category as well, as far as just deep, dark graphic blacks.
What did he do? What's a couple of titles he's done?
He did like a three run on Captain America a while back. Loveless.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I've seen that. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm trying to think. I keep some comic books right next to me.
Awesome.
If I have.
And George wants to know if you are a fan of the Batman Black and White franchise. Have you seen it?
I love the Batman Black and White franchise. And
yeah.
Almost every, except for the recent stuff, almost every Batman Black and White.
Yeah, I've got some variant covers coming in. The gargoyle cover.
What's that?
I've got that gargoyle cover coming in on the Black and White franchise, the Batman one. So
I've seen some of the artists posting up some stuff that looks really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good.
Oh,
So,
if I tilt, I don't know. That's the jock.
You know, another. Oh, that's epic. Yeah.
Back there.
Another one that I liked that was doing kind of style was that the storyline wasn't incredible, but the art was beautiful on that 3 Jokers, where they're using the reds, their usage of reds and the dark imagery in that. That was one of those that artwork is unbelievable too. So.
Yep. There, and I could go on and on. There's Victor Santos.
Yeah.
Who does Polar? He does the black and whites, and then just has some orange in there.
That's so fun. Yeah, I love that.
Colors.
Such a cool style.
And, Polar got picked up by Netflix.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't follow that. That's awesome.
Here's another I'm into right now. Again, I just follow. His name is Andrea Sorrentino, and he did a run on Green Arrow.
That's awesome.
I'll try and find out. But again, it's just that really just thick, deep, dark black. Oh, this is a good page. See if I can.
Here, hold a second.
Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. So you can see, like, say that center guy there. It's that real thick, graphic black. Maybe 1 or 2. Well, maybe 2 tones to bring out the realism, but yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that. So, well, awesome. So let's talk what this upcoming comic here that you guys have coming out. I think we showed that was the graphic we were showing earlier, wasn't it? The stock image.
Issue 5. Yep.
Because everyone wants to know when it's coming out and what's the plan and all the stuff going along with that. And here, let me share my screen here real quick.
Yeah. It's cutting out on this end crazy, but okay, it's all kind of coming back now. Again, we're hoping to have that book back in our hands from the printer by the end of February. And immediately I'm going to start to ship out perks and rewards. I'm going to start the Kickstarter people mainly first, but I'll do some of the Indiegogo at the same time if it's just an issue or 2, because they've been waiting, and I need to get this stuff out to them. And then instantly, when I get the books in my hands, we will have the books available on the bobcat.net, our website, and I'll be posting it on the Bobcat Facebook page and on this page, our My Nerd Swag page, and let everybody know, hey, the book's here. If you didn't back any of the campaigns, you can get one here or there, and you're going to like this book. It's the biggest one we've done so far. Right now, there are 56 pages, but one thing we've got to do when we get it back from the editor is go through for the continuity. We might have to add 4 pages because you can't add 2 really with the book. You know what I'm saying? You got to have 4 when it's comic pages, or just any regular book like that. Anyhow, just to make the continuity work, because we've got like 2 or 3 double page spreads, and they've got to come out mathematically correct. And I haven't gone through with everything that's there to make sure that's all straight. And I have extra art / pinup things that we can add to it, kind of bonus material to bring the continuity together if we need to. So if we have to add the 4 pages, it'll be 60 page giant. Yeah.
Wow. That's epic. I love it. Well,
this is
awesome.
where Dr. Shuck. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. What?
This is where this page you've got up there. It's where Dr. Shock goes to the sheriff's office, and the sheriff, White Killer, and Garvin, Little Thunder, they are at the encampment where the convoy is, the military convoy that has all the gold and everything. And they're not sure, they don't know that anything's going to happen, but they just went to check on them. They're getting ready to leave. And so Shock shows up at the office because they confiscated these power packs from his men in issue 3. And he knew they were there. But when he shows up, he finds out there's only one because he doesn't know the other is over at Will Firemaker's shop. He's got it in his blacksmithery. So that's what's going on this page right here.
Well, sweet.
Yeah, we try to keep the colors muted. Just give it the 1898, Wild West feel, that kind of thing, And we'll have little splashes of bright color here and there, which really work well with all the other muted colors, So.
Now the books are always gorgeous. The books are always gorgeous, guys. I've gotten everything you've got. I've got that big print. I'm gonna make a big mess here, but the Dr. Shock Killing Joke homage that you guys have going on. So back here on all my slabs.
He's got the rangefinder. Yeah. Give that the homage to Killing Joke. Yeah, that's the cover.
That's awesome.
Brian Silverbacks did the cover. That's something it was like November of 19.
Wow.
He and I were talking about that, and he threw out some ideas for that. I said, dude, let's run with this one here. And it turned out even better than I thought it would. So
okay, so let's do this too. I need to type in I put your website underneath the description, and I changed it because I had the wrong one on there. But tell me your website one more time, Jim. And
yes,
people can go and support you also. And I'll put that on the screen here real quick.
Yep. Thanks. Cartoon Caveman at yahoo.com. Or excuse me, cartooncaveman.com.
Cartoon Caveman?
Cartooncaveman.com. Now a riff off of I really liked I always have like Hanna-Barbera. And that's kind of where I got my cartoon style from, was the old Hanna-Barbera stuff. And then Captain Caveman. So,
Captain Caveman.
Yeah.
I used to draw a version of him. That was like the only thing I can doodle is just Captain Caveman.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just a big mess of hair with the eye.
One big nose, couple eyes, and then lots of hair. Boom, done. So, yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, guys, if you have time, and you should get on his website. Can they commission art, or do you have a store up on there too? Or?
Yeah, I have a whole section on commissions, and I'll show you this. I do what I call daily sketches, and so there is a Yoda right there. I do either scenes. I do these scenes, and lately I've been working on the Mandalorian since I have the Mandalorian coming up. But then here's a Mandalorian one that I did the other day. And then I also do heads. So I'll take a group of characters that I like. I did a whole Superman run. So for example, here's some Superman stuff I did. I did a whole Superman run. And I'll just kind of switch it up. But right now I'm focusing on the Mandalorian and those scenes. Last week I did a daily sketch of the Tim Burton, the Burtonverse, Batman. And
cool.
So beautiful. Yeah. Oh, wow.
So you can commit these, or what I do is I just call them claimable. And so the first person to claim it, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, just feel free to email me or PM me or whatever, and you claim it first. It's yours. So, and the ones I'm showing now are available, and the pricing is on my website. Oh yeah, up where it says commission info. So,
I love it.
But guys, listen, you need to have Jim do commissions, because he could do all kinds of things for you. And for the art that you get in your hands for what you paid, it's one of the best deals around. I mean, it's a great price for the quality of the work that he puts out. Trust me. So.
Yeah.
And by the way, Andrea's here, guys. I don't know if you looked in the comment bars. He's watching. Andrea, we're going to try to have you on maybe next week. Hope we'll talk either this evening or sometime this week. Because I'm dying to hear what you have to say about our edits.
Yeah,
among others.
Andrea says, as Jim Mehsling does Star Wars art. Is that stuff like that?
That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I think everyone should get out there and support you, even if they're not watching live right now. We got people that are that watch and they repeat. Get on there. Let Jim know that you watched him on Nerd Swag. You know, guys, commissioning art is one of the coolest things you can do. You know, because you're going to end up with something that no one else has. You know, even these variant covers that we're buying, it's 1 in 500, right? 1 in 2,000. This is a one of a kind piece of art to hold up. So
here's Virgil White Killer. By the way, Jim, I thought that we had done this in color in our trading card collection, but we haven't done this one. We had not done White Killer. We just did Miles Chapman. So when you get a chance, we want to color this one out and get the file for it, and I'll send it to the printer to make a new card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got the digital on that, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the original card, folks. It's going to be shipped out to one of the people that, one of the lucky ones that it was from the Kickstarter campaign, and they chose this category to get the original. This is original drawn on the card, on the blank, and you can see Jim's signature on there.
Nice.
So you guys can order these cards from him anytime too, by the way.
Yeah.
You don't have to back a Kickstarter campaign. Just get a hold of Jim and say, hey, I want a Bobcat card with this character or whatever. And yeah, Jim Thorpe is Jim Thorpe is positively in issue 5. He's in issue 4 and issue 5. And he is going to be playing a role in issue 6. Which is going to be the action book. Issue 6 will not be as big as the first 2. It's still going to be a full-size book because the other 2 were crazy big.
Yeah.
But it will be non-stop action, battle, war, story, culmination. It's going to be awesome.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it, guys. I can't wait to see it. That's awesome. Well,
Leroy keeps saying broken.
What's that?
Okay, can we? Did you look at Groken, or can we put a link out there for that?
Yeah,
I guess you can do it.
They've got their own storyline going on right now on the comment section. So, go out. It's another independent comic that just launched. Get on Indiegogo, look it up. It looks dope. It's exciting. I'll tell you what. I'll back it and look into it, and we'll talk about it next week. How about that? And I'll even reshare it on our Nerd Swag on Facebook. Hey, by the way, if you are not following us, would you subscribe on YouTube? Share it out to some people. If you're on Facebook, find us at My Nerd Swag TV. That's where you can find the replays of all this stuff. And also YouTube. So subscribe on either one of those. It'll help us out greatly and get the word out faster of all kinds, because we love independent, so we want to really focus on that, and we're excited about what's going on with that. So help us out, man. Hit the like button for us and share it out. Let people know what's going on with all that. So we're gonna start wrapping this thing up, man. How about that? It's been a great night, Jim. I really appreciate you hopping on with us. And
thanks for having me on, guys. Yeah, I appreciate that.
And we look forward to future conversations with you. And I almost want to write a comic book just to hang out with you cool guys. I just want to be cool like y'all. So I might come up with just kidding. I'm not creative enough. So I'll leave that to you geniuses. I love it. So but yeah, again, it's the website is comiccaveman.com. And get on there, commission some artwork. Buy some stuff. Indiegogo, search the Bobcat. After Leroy finishes backing Grogan, go in and triple back the latest episode or the latest issue of the Bobcat. Jim, James, where can they find you, man? James, where can they find you, my friend?
Oh, sorry. This is cutting out, and I get these delays. I don't even know what is, where we're at.
If you guys will support us and we start making money, we can actually bring in new internet to James's community way out in the boondocks. Yes. Right now, he has 3 squirrels in a little wheel, and they're running as fast as they can. And this is the best we can get.
That's right. Squirrel! Yeah.
Tell us
Anyway,
what you
yeah,
find.
I can hear you now. All of a sudden, you're kind of back. I didn't know where I was, and I didn't realize you said something to me until after the fact. So,
No worries.
what did you say in the first place? So,
just tell everyone where they can find you on the interwebs.
where they can find the Bobcat.net on the internet.
Yes.
And, James Hostler, you can follow my personal page on Facebook and Instagram. And then there's a Bobcat Facebook page, The Bobcat. If you pull it up, it'll say fictional character, and you'll have it. Jim's on there. You're all over there, Terry, too. So if you feel like it, follow us all up, and you'll get all the news whenever we've got interesting things coming up. And, maybe if I can chip in for some extra cables and the wire and the fiber optics, I'll get a little bit better signal. And there's at least one, if not two, people will end up getting on the show when we get the viewership up a little more. And to me, they're like huge, but I'm not saying anything else besides that.
Yeah, there's some big announcements coming up. Next week is James's birthday, and all he wants for birthday is subs and hitting the like button. So and of course Neil Adams. So you can send him anything, Neil Adams. If you promise to send him Neil Adams, I will give you his personal address so you can ship it to him.
That's right.
But next week it means I'll be on. I'll probably we'll have some guests on with me, but you probably won't be on next Sunday. And we'll probably do something early, maybe pop a couple people on with us early. So just be looking for some announcements this week. And other than that, man, we'll catch you guys later. See you, everyone. Bye, guys.
See you guys. Thanks, George.
Down, Jim.